After the night gives birth to the morning dawn, after the moon shines round to the golden sun, after our tears give way to a joyful song, His face will come before us. He's told us grace is blowing like the wind. Deep inside is the finest friend. Set your sails and catch that wind. It's always blowing, always flowing. The sea of bliss is ever round, far from the waves of up and down. Deep in thy love, Lord, let me drown. Fill my heart with the song of your name. Oh, Ramakrishna. Oh, Ramakrishna. Oh, Ramakrishna.
Om Sarvadharmastapakastvam Sarvadharmasvarupakah Acharyanam Mahacharyo Ramakrishna Te Namaha. Thou, the establisher of all dharmas, you are the very embodiment of all dharmas, the great teacher of teachers. To you, O Ramakrishna, do we bow down. Om, peace, peace, peace. Good morning to you all. Nice to meet you all again. And today's topic, subject is also very near to our heart. Sri Ramakrishna, many eyes, many views. As you all know, we have been celebrating Sri Ramakrishna's birth anniversary, 88th anniversary and 188th anniversary and 189th birthday. When it is birthday, suppose I am born today, so my second birthday next year will be my first anniversary. First birth anniversary, but my second birthday. So when it is birthday, it is 189th. And when it is anniversary, then it is 188th anniversary. Very short time to come to a conclusion about Sri Ramakrishna. So there are many views, many ideas, many thoughts. As people are different in their thinking, we also think in different ways. Same thing will be if you ask somebody to discuss about same thing, people of different tastes and minds and understanding will present it differently. That is why in our scripture it is there, ekam sat vipra bahuda vadanti. Truth is one, but prophets, scholars, men and women of realization, they present it before others in different ways. But nothing wrong in that, because he or she, what he or she has understood, has said. It is nothing wrong. Actually, that ultimate reality cannot be expressed. Sri Ramakrishna also has taken a form as it were. It appears to us, there is a form, Sri Ramakrishna, we understand. About Jesus also, Jesus himself said, whoever hath seen the Son hath seen the Father. You cannot see the Father. You have to understand, realize the greatness, the magnanimity, the vastness, a little bit of idea through the Son, through the incarnations, through the rishis, munis. We have an idea of God, we have an idea of something, but actually we do not know. And Sri Ramakrishna himself also said, so many Pandits used to come, and he also visited many. Pandit Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, very great scholar, Vidyasagar, ocean of learning. But he didn't have that ego that I am a very scholarly man. Rather, his mind was very soft, full of love and compassion. Whatever he used to earn, he was a householder, family man, but he did not have that selfishness. He used to spend it mostly for the education of the women, girls' education and boys' education, and plus anywhere anybody is in trouble, he would give it. But he himself was also not aware of God. And he was a great scholar, and he tried to understand what is the nature of that ultimate reality, what actually it is. But finally he said, he expressed his opinion as recorded by M, the recorder of the gospel, who was the headmaster of 2 schools founded by Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, such a great scholar, such a nice man. But about God, about the ultimate reality, he did not have any realization and any particular opinion. So he used to say, express his opinion that in the Vedas, Puranas, in the Vedantas, what the Rishi Munis have tried to realize, it is not clear what they realized, and what they wanted to express, that is also not clear, unclear. What actually is the nature of that ultimate reality. So it is better, God at ultimate reality cannot be known. It is better that we can make this hellish earth transform into heaven, because we understand good and bad, suffering, non-suffering. So we should live the life and lead the life in such a way that people become a little happy. They should not suffer here. With that we can do, because I have something, I will help others. So if everyone thinks in that way, Vidyasagar was thinking that that is the ideal of life, goal of life, to help others. Then Sri Ramakrishna said, Jagat ki atotukuga, do you think the whole world is this much? We are in a planet so tiny compared to all these galaxies, solar systems, stellar systems. Oh God! Sri Ramakrishna said that do you think that you will help some people and the whole world is satisfied with that? It is not that. But that's good. I have come to see you only for your love. You are an ocean of compassion, love, Dayar Sagar. So that's good. But don't think the goal of human life is to help others as a charity. It is not that. If you can think of, divinize your feeling, your ideas, then it is okay. Then you are on the right track. One day you will understand. And when you understand, you keep mum. You stop doing good to others. But because you know who will do what, who is doing good to whom, what is good, what is bad. So these are all in the relative realm, sphere we think of. However, he was such a nice man, and Sri Ramakrishna was telling him that you see, it was 5th August 1882. Because he expressed that opinion, Sri Ramakrishna came to know through M, recorder of the Gospel, and his disciple, our Master Mosai, the Mahendranath Gupta, that she is such a good man, but doesn't have any idea of the ultimate reality. So he was groping in darkness. So Sri Ramakrishna, in the course of his talks, nearly 4.5 hours he was meeting with him in his house. Sri Ramakrishna is the speaker. And Vidyasagar, Sri Ramakrishna, so-called unlettered one, about whom Swami Vivekananda used to make fun and joke. Have you gone to the school, college, university? What you know? So Sri Ramakrishna would enjoy Narendranath's criticism, a little fun, and publicly will tell that I am not that illiterate as Naren think of and expresses. It is not that. Thank you. Meant I know 1-2 English words. Nearly 30-35 English words he learned in those days. Young Bengal, thank you, damn, all this a little bit words, and he would make fun with himself. He will say 1 or 2 English words and then say, I am not that illiterate as Naren thinks of me. And Naren also is present, everyone will. But here he was the principal of the Presidency College there and the Sanskrit College, and he was conferred that title, Vidyasagar, Ocean of Learning. It was not that self-styled, he himself assumed that it is declared. Self-styled leaders are there, self-styled gurus are there. Oh, they understand everything. They bring light to the whole world. And in the Gospel, in the beginning, Sri Ramakrishna was scolding that M, who was headmaster in 2 schools, such a university blue. He said, oh man, you Calcutta people. Calcutta people means so-called Western educated people. You have that ego, always you like give knowledge to others. Try to pray to God so that you yourself get a little bit of knowledge and devotion for yourself. First you become enlightened yourself, then you try to bring light to others. You do not know what is knowledge, what is not knowledge, and you are giving knowledge to others. Fie on you, you Calcutta people. So he is scolded in that way. But our nature is like that. If you can speak something, if you have read some books, if you can give a little bit lectures, if you can quote some Vedas, Puranas, Sanskrit or English, then you think that I have known everything. And Sri Ramakrishna said, no, that is not. In our scripture also it is there. So many things, but however, I will come to that. Vidyasagar's point I first a little bit elaborate here. Sri Ramakrishna was telling you, see, faith and devotion, that is what is needed. One realizes God easily through devotion. He is grasped through ecstasy of love. You are a Pandit, you have read many books, Vedanta. Now you say what the rishis and munis wanted to experience and that is also not clear, and what they wanted to make others understand, convince, that is also, it's hazy. So it is not clear. Sri Ramakrishna says, how will you understand if you don't practice that? By reading books only you cannot know that. In the it is written, our scripture, it is there. Yato vacho nivartante Upanishad aprappo manusasa. This mind cannot fathom, cannot go and think of. Vacho, yato vacho nivartante, your words will go and come back. It cannot reach there. Again and again you try. That is why it is in the scripture it is said, avang manaso gocharam. So, in the Upanishad, Kathopanishad, it is there, Nayamatma prabhochanana labho. No prabhochanana, Nayamatma balohinana labho. Weak people, physically and mentally, intellectually weak people will not understand that ultimate reality. It is so subtle. It is so pure that with your impure mind you cannot grasp. First purify your mind. First you make your a little stronger, your understanding, your sharpen your intellect. That is why Swami Vivekananda said that don't try to read Gita without getting a little bit physically, mentally, intellectually nourished and stronger. And people misquote that. Oh, Swami Vivekananda said, don't read Gita, better you play football. Swami Vivekananda did not say that. He said, better you play a little football because you are so weak, physically, mentally sick, intellectually vacant, and physically weak. So, what you will understand the message of Sri Krishna. I will quote a little bit of Sri Krishna here in the Gita. What you will misunderstand. So, don't do that, please. First, you equip yourself. Then you will understand, according to your understanding of capacity of understanding, what is the message of Sri Krishna. Message of bhakti or jnana. Those who are devotees in our days, our childhood days, we knew there is Gita, there is Chandi in the altar, home altar. From a distance, we cannot touch even. So when mother will do puja, father will do, they will change their shirt and the clothes. And we are small boys from a distance make pranam, very important thing, but never touch. What is there we do not know. So Gita, Chandi is thought of in that way. It is so pure that you don't touch it. Then how will you know the message? What is there? So Swamiji said, first you equip yourself. Be a little stronger by physical exercise, playing football. Then you read, sharpen your intellect. Then you read and you will understand according to your understanding, capacity of understanding. So it is not that they said it is, you should not do it. You don't take the endeavor, you don't begin with it. It is not that. But first you equip yourself. Otherwise, it will not be. You will not be able to do. Householder's life, it is not bad. Sri Ramakrishna is not telling, don't enter into householder's life. Or so many rishis and munis were householders. But they equip themselves first. First you know the ultimate reality. Advaita Gyan achole vedhe jatha ichcha tathada. Keep a little bit of the understanding of that ultimate reality, keep it in your pocket, tied, then you go here and there, wherever you like. If you have gone to visit a temple, first you have a place to stay there. Then you go, so many is going on, this marketplace is there, enjoyment is there, entertainment pavilions are there, different stalls are there. But what will happen at night? What you will do? First you know where is your place. You know that, lock it, secure it, your place, room, then you enjoy the fun of life. Because you know, when I will feel going back, this is dead of night, I am not to be on the streets and nowhere, everybody will kick me out. No, I have my place. So know about God, the ultimate reality, goal of life. Then you see the fun of life. Nothing wrong. You will not be entangled. You will not be trapped. So message is clear. And here he is telling this wonderful man that through love only you can grasp through ecstasy of love, otherwise you cannot. Then he sang a song. Mon kishe tattva karo tare. How are you trying, O my mind, to know the nature of God? You are groping like a mad man locked in a dark room. He is grasped through ecstatic love. How can you fathom him without it? Only through affirmation, never negation, can you know him. Neither through Veda, nor through Tantra, nor the six darshanas. And at the end, he is telling who this Sri Ramakrishna is. Sri Ramakrishna said certain things about himself. And that also we will try to quote a few. What Sri Ramakrishna said about himself and what others are telling. All big thinkers, philosophers, spiritual personalities, what Holy Mother said, what Vivekananda said, what other disciples said, what the Western thinkers, Eastern thinkers, they thought, their evaluation of Sri Ramakrishna, because we are celebrating Sri Ramakrishna's birth anniversary in this month. So, let us think of a little Sri Ramakrishna, what Sri Ramakrishna himself said. But this is just a sport with us, a spiritual enjoyment. People go for entertainment in bars, in clubs, in beaches, in here and there, shops. They enjoy fun here and there. But as for spiritual seekers, this thinking of all this life, listening to the stories, although it is there, no pravachananu labho, here and there, no bahuna shrutanu, everywhere you go, Maharaj, I have gone through all the lectures of Sarva Priyananda. Nowadays Sarva Priyananda's millions of followers are there. There was nearly 30-40 years back, we had crazy mind for our Ranganathanji Maharaj's lecture. He delivered lectures nearly in 80 universities in different countries in those days. Try to understand. And fantastic lectures. In those days there was no social media, but he was so popular. We used to go through their lectures. If recording is there, then recording Bhuteshanandaji, Gambhiranandaji, Bireshwaranandaji. In our young days as brahmacharis or before joining the, we were, what this Maharaj has said, let us understand a little bit. Now, Sarva Priyananda is so popular everywhere. And many devotees say, I have gone through the... that is good. But don't think that every day you go here and there, Upanishad is telling, no, bahuna shrutanu, everywhere you go and you listen to the lectures of great speakers. That will not make you a realized soul. If you want to know the truth, you have to dive deep. Dub rup sagore amar mon. Sri Ramakrishna used to quote this song. Kabir, another this mystic person, very highly respected, and Sri Ramakrishna loved because this broadness was there, no sectarianism or smallness. So, Sri Ramakrishna always used to encourage, inspire people. You dive deep into your mind. By reading too many scriptures about Gita, Sri Ramakrishna said, what do you need to read the whole Gita? You don't need to read the whole Gita. See, why? If only you read and don't follow, that will not do. Rather, you take the message of the Gita. What is that? Gita. You tell just 10 times, take the name of Gita, utter Gita, Tagi. Tagi means Tyagi. Renounce. What I will renounce? Home, hearth, husband, wife, children, property. No. Renounce your attachment, ego. Rishi Munis were householders, but they never forgot their goal of life. Goal of life is not to accumulate more and more possessions and money and these and other things, worldly things. This will not go with you. What will go? Your joy, your bliss. The moment you know that I have known that ultimate reality, how can you know? You can know only by merging, dissolving yourself into it. How can I dissolve my physical body? I don't need to dissolve my physical body. I have to dissolve my ego. That is Sri Ramakrishna's message. And renunciation. In the harmony of religion, so many things are there. About Sri Ramakrishna, we will quote something from different people, as I told. And main things are there that you do. If you want to know, then you have to dive deep. You have to practice yourself. In the Gita, Arjuna was telling, is it possible to become a yogi? How can I concentrate my mind and put it, whatever yoga is there? Then Sri Krishna was telling, yes. He did not get irritated. He said, yes, I understand, it is very difficult. But it is not impossible. Begin with, how? Practice. Abhyasana tu kontyo, only practice will not do. Vairagyena cha grihate. With the practice, you have to always have the note inside your mind, main note. What is that? Vairagya, detachment, renunciation. Renunciation, the word is so impactful in the Western world. The moment you say renunciation, audience will leave the room. It is mostly, I am not telling, it is Swamiji said. In Western countries, if you begin with the renunciation, nobody will come. You have to say something that, yes, you have the scope for enjoyment. Then you say the real thing. So, it is renouncing not or anything in that level, physical level, that will automatically drop. It will not be, there will not be a feeling that I am renouncing forcefully something. I have the desire to enjoy, but because it is not approved in the scripture, because my Guru has said, because it is not no because, it automatically will fall. And Sri Ramakrishna says, you see, when you get a little better water, when you get a kind of sarbat, juice, you leave the ordinary gutter water. If you get the tap water, if you get the tap water drinking, if you get bottled water, you leave the tap water, drink the bottled water. It is like that. If you know something is there, good, higher, sublime, automatically you will leave that. If somebody asks me, anyone, that I will give you $1,000, you donate the $10 you have with you. Immediately any person, almost 99.9999 people will donate his $10. Only he knows that, he or she knows that I am getting $1,000 or $1 million. You will not feel that I am donating anything, I am leaving anything. No attachment for $10 currency. Mind is there. So, in spiritual life, if you have something higher, automatically it drops. Vidyasagar, you are doing good works, but no, Shona bhetore chapa pore ache khopor nai. You do not know that inside you there is gold. You are busy with the iron and other base metals. You have inside gold. Try to find it out. That is why in the scripture it is there, Upanishad, Charaviveti, go forward. Swami Vivekananda also said, Uttishtaja jagrata prappo varannibhata. Don't stop until and unless you reach the goal. Stand up, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. And what is the goal? If I am a billionaire, my goal will be multi-billionaire, how to become. My energy, and yes, I have also got up and trying to do that. Yes, according to our understanding, we will try to reach the goal. But those who are spiritual seekers, their goal is to experience the spirit, not anything in this physical world. Because they have understood that this physical thing cannot give us the spiritual bliss, celestial bliss, ultimate bliss, everlasting bliss, joy. So these are all good things are there. And Vidyasagar was listening, such a learned man, and Sri Ramakrishna, so-called illiterate one, was speaking, and finally he is telling, he it is that I approach as mother, but must I give away the secret here in the marketplace? From the hints I have given, O mind, guess what that being is, B capital. You want to guess Sri Ramakrishna, gauge his understanding who he is. He's a saint or he is an ordinary man. He is just a sadhaka. Some people say he's a Kali's child of Kali, who always Ma Kali, as if Sri Ramakrishna did not have any other identity. Only Kali he was. Yes, that is one aspect. But Sri Ramakrishna is not only mother's child. He is father's child also, and he himself is mother-father. Holy Mother, when Master was giving up his body, and not giving up, already given up, Holy Mother, because other people are there, Holy Mother was so under the veil, so modest, never would come in presence of all. Then information was given that Master has given up the body. It was 15th August midnight, means 16th August beginning, midnight 10 minutes past 1 at midnight. So Holy Mother came, and Holy Mother was shedding tears. Oh, Ma Kali, amake phele tumi kothay gele go? Oh, my dear Mother Kali, where have you gone, leaving me behind? See, Sri Ramakrishna, a male body, her own husband, and she is crying, oh, my husband, where have you? Not telling husband, he is telling, oh, my dear Ma Kali, where have you gone, leaving me behind? And she was going to throw away his signs of ornaments, golds and other things, and dress also, not meant for the widows. In India, in those days, oh God, what a torture this male folk would put on the mothers. They have to do all kinds of this tapasya, austerities. But when somebody's wife passes away, the man doesn't have to do anything. He can enjoy. He can go to the bar, he can go to the more peaks, he can enjoy other places. Oh God, Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, Swamiji, all came and preached, no, that is not the path. Sri Ramakrishna's one of the aspect is this, to establish the glory of the motherhood. Not only Brahman is for one section of people. Another section of people, Ma Kali, another section of people, yes, you must give respect to the women, otherwise you are not doing the justice to your human life and body and goal. You do not know the goal of human life. You are a brute. And it is also there in the scripture. Yatra narjastu pujjante ramante tatra devataha. Where the women are held in high esteem in the family or any country, in the society, ramante tatra devata. Goddess, they joyfully stay there. They enjoy that place. They are happy. Means if it is in your family will be a heaven. If the women folk, mothers are respected, their daughters, sisters, mothers, grandmothers, whoever are there. It is not that others will be maltreated, it is not that. All should be, but women are everywhere neglected, maltreated, mistreated. That is why Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, Swamiji said, can a bird fly with one wing only? You will not take care of the women folk. 50% they are there. And they are the embodiment of the divinity, the Divine Mother. How can you think of otherwise? So that is the experience. By reading book will not give you that feeling, where is Divine Mother, in wife, in daughter, in all women or not. You can attend hundreds and thousands of lectures, but if you don't practice yourself, then your feeling, your mind will not be purified and lifted to a higher level of thinking that yes, all women are the manifestations of that Divine Mother. And when it is, you will not go for any quarrel, any demand, special demand, or any kind of harassment or whatever it may be. Automatically it will fall from you. So Sri Ramakrishna was telling, you cannot know the ultimate reality. How can you? But who Sri Ramakrishna is? Sri Ramakrishna is that ultimate reality manifested as it were in a body, embodied in this age as Sri Ramakrishna. As Sri Krishna said, as Sri Ramachandra said, as Jesus Christ has said this, who hath seen the Son hath seen the Father. What an audacity! You are a human being. You cannot even stop your crucifixion. People are coming, you are hiding yourself. You are going here and there to save your life, and you are telling, who hath sinned the Son hath sinned the Father. Father in the heaven. You are comparing yourself with God. Yes. Was he lying? No. That was his realization. He knew. Sri Ramakrishna also in many places is telling, Divine Mother came and talked to me. This life is not an ordinary life. Don't think that this is an ordinary human being. So many times I wanted to tell about his own self, Sri Ramakrishna on himself. So, Sri Ramakrishna was telling, many times I tried to say, but today I will tell. It was 9th August, Sunday, in Dakshineshwar, Rakhal was there, AM was there, recorder of the Gospel. So, Master was telling, one Mohima Charan, who was a Sanskrit scholar, was telling, for a long time I have wanted to tell you my spiritual experiences, but I could not. I feel like telling you today, because people do not understand them. That is why a little bit of saying they said, although they wanted to, both Holy Mother and Master also, Swamiji also, tried to hide their real identity, just behaving like an ordinary human being. When, after returning to Calcutta, this Priyanath Singh, who is his friend, and he said, my dear, what I should call you now? Swamiji or Maharaj or what you are? They are classmates. Swamiji, what happened to you? I am not that friend. Noren, you will call me Noren. Not claiming anything higher, anything special, anything reserved. But, yes, let people. But those who understand, they understand. Sri Ramakrishna is telling, this body, though you don't for a long time, I feel like telling you today, you say that by mere sadhana one can attain a state of mind like mine, Sri Ramakrishna. You think that by sadhana one can become Sri Ramakrishna. Swami Vivekananda once said, some brothers were doing too much tapasya, japa, meditation. Swamiji said, hey, my dear brothers, have some food, something. Don't try to become Ramakrishna yourself. That will be a complete failure, my dear. Sadhana is good, but don't claim and try to be Ramakrishna. Follow the teachings of Ramakrishna, but don't try to be Ramakrishna. Then it will be a massacre. It will be completely a lost case. Don't go follow his instructions. What is meant for you, what is possible for you. Always have your ideal which you can reach. Don't put some ideal that always frustration and depression will come. Failure will come and frustration, depression, whatever good you could do, that also is gone because you are already frustrated. So don't keep the ideal that high which you cannot reach. So Sri Ramakrishna was telling that don't say, you say that by mere sadhana one can attain a state of mind like mine, but it is not so. There is something special here, referring to himself. Rakhal and M, they are also present, recorder of the Gospel of Amarnath Gupta. Both of them became very eager to hear what the Master was going to say about himself. Because everyone understands, they were thinking of Master in their according to their own capacity and understanding. Now Master himself is saying, this is his experiences. Let us see what he says. They both became eager. And Master, God talked to me. It was not merely his vision, God's vision. Yes, he talked to me. See, once, twice. Holy Mother once was telling, Girish Chandra Ghosh had a dilemma. Holy Mother, a lady, very good lady, takes care of us like son. Holy Mother is my Guru's wife, so like this, Guru's wife also is like mother. Guru and wife, both should be respected. Holy Mother is telling, no, Guru Patni, no, it is not that I am your master's wife, that is why you will pay respect to me, it is not. I am your mother. Sattishkarer ma, 5 times she said. Patanuma noy, it is, oh, I call you mother, you are my mother. It is not. We impose, all women are our mother for sadhus, all right. But my thinking of mother, seeing mother in the women and anybody else, and Sri Ramakrishna's thinking and seeing the Divine Mother in everyone, there is a little difference. I hope everyone understands that. So Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother was telling, the mother, 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 it is not your Guru's wife, I am your real mother. Real mother means, in one place, Vishuddhanandaji Maharaj said, Janmo Janmantarar Ma. Not only mother in this life, she was mother of ours in previous life, and if we are born not liberated in this life, then we will have her again as our mother. Janmo Janmantarar, mother in all lives, in every life. She is our mother. So Sri Ramakrishna again and again, God talked to me. Under the banyan tree I saw him coming from the Ganges. Then we laughed so much. By way of playing with me, he cracked my fingers, as if friends make jokes and presses your hand, this, that, some feats, physical feats they do, enjoy, and this with the friends. So, and then he talked. Yes, he talked to me. How many times? In 2 lines, how many times he is telling, he talked to me, he talked to me, he played with me, he cracked my fingers, and sometimes all gods and goddesses merging, dissolving in Sri Ramakrishna. And when the Abhidananji was asked, hey, are you meditating? Yes. Is this concentrated? Yes. What have you seen? I have seen that all the gods and goddesses. Someone says that in Sri Ramakrishna all gods and goddesses merging. Then Sri Ramakrishna said, now, from now on you will not have any vision of form. Now formless aspect. That formless aspect, having a form, how difficult it is to realize, understand deeply with this physical body, blood, flesh, bones are there, we have all our feeling, physical feeling, how that ultimate reality can appear like us in a human form. That is the debate. Great philosophers do not understand, and we will understand overnight. One has to do sadhana, and that also is not enough. By grace only. That is also our scripture is telling. Without grace, you cannot understand that ultimate reality, what it is. That ultimate reality, yame vaisha brinute teno labdhu. Mind cannot think of, one cannot go and measure, cannot talk, cannot express. Then what is? Doing sadhana also one cannot reach, understand, realize. Holy Mother being asked by one of her disciple, and this mother, they can japa meditation, no, by japa you cannot realize God. Meditation, no, you cannot. Then one cannot realize God, or you can. How? Through God's grace. You can do everything. You have to purify your mind. But that doesn't mean that my mind is pure. Tamas, Rajas, Sattva. My mind pure means my mind is now Sattvik. You have to go beyond these 3 stages. Sattva also is a kind of binding. Swamiji was telling in the Sannyasi Giti, the song of the Sannyasi, that iron chain also chain, gold chain also chain. That also binds. Although it is costly, but that also binds. You have to give both up. You have to give up both. So, in the Upanishad it is there, Yame Vaisha Brinute, and Holy Mother also telling, through God's grace one can realize that. That ultimate reality takes a form, comes as an incarnation, God incarnate. It is not an easy thing to understand, to realize. To realize that truth, one needs sadhana, plus God's grace. Purushakar, self-effort, that is sadhana, and God's grace, that divine grace, without which it is not possible. And Upanishad also is telling, Yame Vaisha Brinute Teno Labhya. That ultimate reality, what you call Brahman, Parabrahman, Atman, Paramavishnu, Shiva, Shakti, whatever you say, you are giving the name Om. You can give any name, no name can express that ultimate reality, and that can be realized, understood, experienced only through its grace. Yamavisha Vrinute Tenolabhu. Whoever is chosen by that ultimate reality, that supreme principle, will be only blessed with the vision and realization and understanding. Otherwise not. Sri Ramakrishna says that Vidyasagar, it is you do not know what is there inside. Vidyasagar is laughing. Laughing means smiling. This I am such a scholarly man, I do not know what is there inside me. Sri Ramakrishna was telling, no, it is not only in the case of Vidyasagar, it is with all of us. We do not know what is hidden in our heart, in our being. We are thinking we are this limited body-mind complex. Sri Ramakrishna's message through Vidyasagar to the whole world, that dub, 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 ruksha, dive deep, dive deep. In the surface, if you don't get some pearls and jewelries and other costly things, then dive deep. This ocean is not empty without those costly gems and jewels. It is there, but you have to dive deep, go to the bottom. So, and what will happen? Vidyasagar, he was telling that yes, when one can know, when you go to the ocean, salt doll is sent to measure the depth of the ocean. Salt doll goes, can it come back and give the information how the ocean is, how the God is, how the ultimate reality is? Salt doll gets dissolved. It cannot come back. Our mind, our intellect, our ego, everything becomes dissolved in samadhi. Then you know what it is. And when again you are back in your physical sense level, then with the physical senses, you cannot express the senseless. Senseless means which cannot be expressed through sense, realized through. You cannot touch like a physical thing. Brahman cannot be touched. Ultimate reality cannot be thought, cannot be spoken, cannot be touched. You have to be dissolved in that. Sri Ramakrishna has given that message. Being himself dissolved in that. But a little bit you can say about that. Oh, moon is so beautiful, moon. If you have not seen a blind person, how can you make him or her understand how beautiful the moon is? How great the vast the sky is? How can you make all these things understand? One who has not seen the ocean, how can you make him or her understand what an ocean is? So, Sri Ramakrishna was telling, like the salt doll can go, but cannot bring the salt doll can become dissolved and become one with the ocean. We can also, through our sadhana, we can become one with the ultimate reality. We can become Brahman, means we can become dissolved in that. But we cannot say, I have known the Brahman and I am expressing that. No words, no senses, no mind. Aprapya manusara. This mind cannot go there, it is there. It is not beyond the capacity of mind, intellect, whatever senses you have. But with all these senses, we know the truths, physical truths. Swamiji said, there is spiritual science and there is physical science. Our big scientists are there. Yes, that is also truth. It is truth in the relative world. But which is not relative, well, this there are two spheres, relative and the ultimate. That about that, if you want to know, you have to drop off, dissolve your this mind. Then only. And what you realize that also you cannot come back and say to others. This is the minimum you can say of that. That is what the incarnates say. And if you want to experience that, see the lives of the God incarnates. Through their lives only, through Rama, Krishna, Buddha, Chaitanya, Ramakrishna, Jesus, you can have an idea of, God is what? God is full of compassion, see how the compassion. God is so great, see that. God is magnanimous, full of love, truthfulness. Sri Ramakrishna's truth never, ever could utter which was not true. Even could not see at the face of Rakhal, his own spiritual son, because one day Rakhal jokingly said something. We say many things to friends and others. Master was telling, what happened? I cannot see to your face. What happened? What wrong? You don't know. I have not done anything. Then gradually, just out of fun, making jokes with friends, he has said something which was not true. Sri Ramakrishna said, no. And Sri Ramakrishna said, even for playing a role in the drama, in theatrical performance also, don't say lie and behave like a rogue and goon and bad personality, because it will leave its impact, mark on your personality when you are in the normal life. So Sri Ramakrishna said, if you want to be pure, you have to practice purity. Then only it will come. So, this, and about Sri Ramakrishna, you cannot know. He was telling this Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar that you have the hints, now you understand who Sri Ramakrishna is. I approach as mother. It is that I approach as mother. But must I give away the secret here in the marketplace? From the hints I have given, O mind, guess what that being is. What Sri Ramakrishna, who Sri Ramakrishna was. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, if you want to know, if you you want to understand that, then you have to understand that ultimate reality taking this form. But will I say myself? I have given you the hints. So, through the lives and teachings of these incarnates, you understand, yes. When Swami Vivekananda came and delivered his wonderful lectures, many of the devotees said, Swamiji, we have not seen Jesus, and we have not seen any other that resembles Jesus, anything we can compare with Jesus Christ. We have read in the Bible the descriptions. Now we find that Jesus has appeared through you before us. And Swamiji was telling you are comparing me with Jesus. Oh, had I been in Nazareth at the time of Jesus, I would have washed his feet not with my tears, but with my heart's blood. One day somebody said, are you a Buddhist? Are you a Buddhist? Somebody said, no, I am a flower. He then said, I am the servant of the servant of the servant of Buddha. See the humility. Who knows Buddha becomes Buddha. Does not claim, I am Buddha. For the understanding of the ordinary people, Jesus had to say, who hath seen the Son, hath seen the Father. Means, I and my Father are one. In the Upanishad also, Aham Brahmashi, I am that Brahman. I am that reality. And Brahman is neither male nor female. There is no gender in Brahman. And all these things are appearing because of that. Tasya bhasa sarvavidam vibhati. Some people want to quote it in the Parliament of Religions there. Because of that power, ultimate reality, everything appearing powerful, we ourselves also. Salt doll has this form only because it has got this salt from the ocean. But when it goes to measure the ocean, depth of ocean, it again becomes one with the ocean. So, but we can purify ourselves, uplift ourselves. We read a little bit, something. Time is appearing. Sri Ramakrishna, I have quoted something about Sri Ramakrishna himself. Now, I say something from Holy Mother. Sri Sri Ramakrishna was telling that this is not an ordinary body. There is a God Himself dwells in this body. I have practiced all kinds of sadhana, jnana yoga, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, and I have even gone through the exercises of hatha yoga to increase longevity. There is another person dwelling in this body. Otherwise, after attaining samadhi, how could I live with the devotees and enjoy the love of God? So, if you remain in samadhi for 21 days, automatically your body will fall. This body is a speciality one. 6.5 months he was in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Still the body is there. Sri Ramakrishna is telling this is not an ordinary body. This body experienced so many things. When Vedanta teaching was going on day and night, he was, Totapuri, his guru, I lived with him and we talked only Vedanta, the Brahman. He used to say to me, don't listen to Vedanta, the Brahmani. But everyone who was teaching him Tantra, Shakti. So, Vedanta, Tantra, all together in the Dakshineshwar temple. This is Kali temple, Shiva temple, Vishnu temple, Shaktas, Vaishnavas, Shaivas, and Vedanta. This Nirgun, Nirakar, Sagun, Shakar, all kinds are there. Christian devotees are there, Muslims are there. He himself did the Muslim. And the place that where Sri Ramakrishna did the sadhana, the place also was very wonderful. This place, land belonged to an Englishman, and the other part was abandoned, Dakshineshwar, abandoned by a Muslim graveyard, an abandoned Muslim graveyard, where a Muslim holy man had been buried. The plot was in the shape of a tortoise shell, high in the center and low around the edges. Such a burial ground, according to the Tantras, is a favorable site to establish Mother's temple and perform sadhana. As if guided by providence, the Rani Rashmani selected this place. Sri Ramakrishna himself is telling, see the place, Dakshineshwar, where he did the sadhana and got all this illumination in varieties of paths and ways. And people also are thinking about Sri Ramakrishna in different way. Holy Mother is telling the Master is really God, who assumed a human body to remove the sufferings of men. He moved about just as a king walks through his city in disguise, and he left the world as soon as his identity was discovered. The Satya Yuga golden age commenced with the advent of the Master. Some highly developed souls came with him. This Naren Rakhal apostles. Our Master was a man of direct perception. He saw everything. He knew everything. His words are the words of the Veda. Swami Vivekananda said that his experiences go beyond the Vedas and Vedantas. Holy Mother is telling about Master in that way. How firm was the Master's adherence to truth. The Master used to say, truthfulness alone is the austerity of the Kali Yuga. One attains to God by holding to truth. He also used to say, he who speaks nothing but truth is resting on the lap of God. Holy Mother. So, Sri Ramakrishna means the embodiment of truthfulness. Swami Vivekananda went back from the West to India. What is your idea of Master? Master he is Love. He is love personification. He is truth personification. And he is formless also. That ultimate reality about which you cannot say anything. But if there is a form, we enjoy. We feel also elated. We feel that there is someone to guide us, to save us, to protect us, to push us forward. And it is a person, here is a person who talked to God, who realized God, who feels God within and without. And he says that Rishis Munis in the Vedanta, what great Pandit like Vidyasagar could not understand, he is telling, yes, I am present here. Rishis Munis said the correct things, truth. You practice, you will also realize that. You follow the instruction? Yes, it will come. Chanda Mama, Shakulari Mama, the uncle moon is everyone's uncle. No one, the king and queens and the riches and billionaires and millionaires of whites or Indians or Americans, one particular sect, Hindus or Muslims will claim it is not that. You pray, your prayer also will be answered. Knock and the door shall be opened unto you. Wonderful similarities. Sri Ramakrishna used to say that soft shealer akra, all the jackals, they sound in the same way. Jackals sound everywhere. All the avatars, all the incarnates, they speak the same truth. Only according to our understanding, we misunderstand, less understand, over understand, or not understand. We don't understand. Something happens to us. It is not their problem, it is our problem. So, Holy Mother is telling, and Swami Vivekananda a little bit, and some others also. Swami Vivekananda about Master is telling. Swami Vivekananda telling about Masters. The time was ripe for one to be born, who in one body would have the brilliant intellect of Shankaracharya, and the wonderfully expansive, infinite heart of Chaitanya, another avatar, avatar of love. One who would see in every sect the same spirit working, the same God, one who would see God in every being, one whose heart would weep for the poor, for the weak, for the outcast, for the downtrodden, for everyone in this world, inside India or outside India, and at the same time whose grand, brilliant intellect would conceive of such noble thoughts as would harmonize all conflicting sects, not only in India but outside of India, and bring a marvelous harmony, the universal religion of head and heart, into existence. So many 6 or 9, after 9 lines, one full stop. Swami Vivekananda, in his lecture, he was telling about Sri Ramakrishna. Let me now only mention the great Sri Ramakrishna, the fulfillment of the Indian sages, the sage for the time. For the first time, I found a man who dared to say that he saw God, that religion was a reality to be felt, to be sensed in an infinitely more intense way than we can sense the world. I began to go to that man day after day, and I actually saw that religion could be given. One touch, one glance can change a whole life. I learned from my master that the religions of the world are not contradictory or antagonistic. They are but various phases of one eternal religion. The first part of my master's life was spent in acquiring spirituality, and the remaining years in distributing it. His life is a searchlight of infinite power thrown upon the whole mass of Indian religious thought. He was the living commentary to the Vedas and to their aim. He had lived in one life the whole cycle of the national religious existence in India. You see. In another place, Swami Vivekananda is telling, writing a letter from America to his brother disciples. My dear brother, that Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was God incarnate, I have not the least doubt. Without studying Ramakrishna Paramahamsa first, one can never understand the real import of the Vedas, the Vedanta, of the Bhagavata and the other Puranas. His life is a searchlight of infinite power thrown upon the whole mass of Indian religious thought. He was living commentary to the Vedas and their aim. He had lived this he was telling. And then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is the latest and the most perfect, the concentrated embodiment of knowledge, love, renunciation, Catholicity and the desire to serve mankind. So where is anyone to compare with him? So in this way he was telling, can you understand this phenomenon? He was telling Sri Ramakrishna a phenomenon. A phenomenon means something, it is a reality, it is a fact, but you cannot describe it. You see it, but you cannot describe it. You cannot fully understand it, but you cannot negate it also. You cannot say it is not there. It is there, but it is beyond your understanding and imagination. So, do you understand? It is a phenomenon. You have not yet understood the wonderful significance. So, in this way, he was inspiring his brother disciples and others. For others he did not say much. For others he said, let the people understand themselves. You don't put your ideas on anybody. My problem is, let people think of themselves. What about? I have not least doubt, but then you must let people find out for themselves what he used to teach. You cannot thrust these things upon them. This is my only objection. About Sri Ramakrishna you think of, but don't put your thoughts on somebody else. Thrust it. See the magnanimity. My Guru is the greatest. Don't. I am not telling that. You also, brother disciples also, he is being instructed. My problem is, I cannot withstand that. Let people understand what Sri Ramakrishna is. In his life we find the concentrated embodiment of form of all the avatars, past avatars in one life. Now, I just read a little. Max Muller, he wrote a life on Sri Ramakrishna. So Max Muller is giving the fervent love of God, nay, the sense of complete absorption in Godhead, has nowhere found a stronger and more eloquent expression than in the utterances of Sri Ramakrishna. They show the exalted nature of his faith, how deep he has seen into the mysteries of knowledge and love of God. We see from his sayings. These utterances of Ramakrishna reveal to us not only his own thoughts, but the faith and hope of millions of human beings. This constant sense of the presence of God is indeed the common ground on which we may hope that in time not too distant, the great temple of the future will be erected, in which the Hindus and non-Hindus may join hands and hearts in worshipping the same Supreme Spirit, who is not far from every one of us, for in Him we live and move and have our being. You see the recognition of ideas of opinion of Max Muller. Mahatma Gandhi is telling, Ramakrishna was a living embodiment of godliness. His sayings are not those of a mere learned man, but they are pages from the book of life. They are revelations of his own experiences. They therefore leave on the reader an impression which he cannot resist. In this age of skepticism, Ramakrishna presents an example of a bright and living faith which gives solace to thousands of men and women who would otherwise have remained without spiritual light. Ramakrishna's life was an object lesson in ahimsa, non-violence. His love knew no limits, geographical or otherwise. May his divine love be an inspiration to all. Romarola, who wrote the life of Sri Ramakrishna, is telling, the man whose image I here evoke was, in the book he was writing, was the consummation of 2000 years of the spiritual life of 300 million people. Although he has been dead 40 years, his soul animates modern India. He was no hero of action like Gandhi, no genius in art or thought like Gandhi or Tagore. He was a little village Brahmin of Bengal whose outer life was set in a limited frame without striking incident outside the social and political activity of the time. But his inner life embraced the whole multiplicity of men and gods. It was a part of the very source of energy, the divine Shakti, of whom Vidyapati, a noted poet in India, the old poet of Mithila, and Ramprasad, a poet in Bengal, sing. This, what they song about the ultimate reality, Sri Ramakrishna had the visions of that. He lived with those ideas, and it is contradictory also. Vedanta and also Nirgun, Shagun. With form, without form. With attributes, without attributes. This form, that form. In forms also, so many things in Sri Ramakrishna's life, we find that he lived this wonderful life. Arnold Toynbee is telling, today we are still living in this transitional chapter of the world's history, but it is already becoming clear that a chapter which had a Western beginning will have to have an Indian ending, if it is not to end in the self-destruction of the human race. In the present age, the world has been united in the material plane by the Western technology. But this Western skill has not only annihilated distance, it has armed the people of the world with weapons of devastating power at a time when they have been brought to point blank range of each other without yet having learned to know and love each other. At this supremely dangerous moment in human history, the only way of salvation for mankind is an Indian way. Sri Ramakrishna's message was unique in being expressed in action. Religion is not just a matter for study, it is something that has to be experienced and to be lived. And this is the field in which Sri Ramakrishna manifested his uniqueness. His religious activity and experience were in fact comprehensive to a degree that had perhaps never before been attained by any other religious genius in India or elsewhere. See the evaluation of these people. And A.L. Basham, when he was, this noted British historian, asked to speak on Swami Vivekananda, he said it is 100 years, in his centenary he was speaking. In this work, 100 years, one cannot say what Vivekananda was. It will be very, too shortest time period to assess such a great man. But this much I can say, that after centuries, he will be considered as the one of the greatest molders, main molders of the whole world. About Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda himself said, just one day a year, 4th July he gave up his body, 3rd July afternoon he was, it is like a soliloquy was telling, had there been another Vivekananda, he only could have understood what this Vivekananda has done. Others will not understand who Ramakrishna was. But a little bit of these ideas, whatever he or she has understood is trying to. Christopher Richard is telling, this is the story of a phenomena. Phenomena is always a fact, an object of experience. That is how I shall try to approach Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna's life, being comparatively recent history, is well documented. In this respect, it has the advantage over the lives of other earlier phenomena of a like nature. I believe, or am at least strongly inclined to believe, that he was, Ramakrishna was, what his disciples declared, that he was an incarnation of God upon earth. Christopher Isher, the noted writer, author. Aldous Huxley is telling this about the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Never have the casual and unstudied utterances of a great religious teacher been set down with so minute a fidelity. This Aldous Huxley is telling what a scholastic philosopher would call the accidents of Ramakrishna's life were intensely Hindu, and therefore, so far as we in the Western are concerned, unfamiliar and hard to understand its essence. However, it was intensely mystical and therefore universal. Because it is mystical, it is universal. It doesn't have any boundary of India, America, Africa. It is not that. To read through these conversations in which mystical doctrine alternates with an unfamiliar kind of humor, and where discussions of the oddest aspects of Hindu mythology give place to the most profound and subtle utterances about the nature of ultimate reality. In its ultimate reality is in itself a liberal education in humility, tolerance and suspense of judgment. We must be grateful to the translator for his excellent version of a book so curious and delightful as a biographical document, so precious at the same time for what it teaches us of the life of the spirit. You see, everyone giving their idea about Sri Ramakrishna, be it from that ultimate point of view, Vedantic point of view, be it from in the relative world, God with form. So, Jawaharlal Nehru, this Sri Ramakrishna was completely beyond the average run of men. He appears rather to belong to the tradition of the great rishis of India, who have come from time to time to turn our attention to the higher things of life and of the spirit. Rishis and Munis, what they said. Nowadays you don't see that, you will not believe that. But you see Sri Ramakrishna, his life and teaching, you will come back, your faith will be there in the words of the Vedas and Upanishads, Rishis and Munis. Yes, there might have been, there might have been, there have been such people. It is validated by Sri Ramakrishna through his life and message. So, this kind of things we find. Rabindranath Tagore is telling this, বহু সাধকের বহু সাধনার ধারা ধ্যানে তোমার মিলিত হয়েছে তারা, তোমার জীবনে অসীমের লীলাপথে নূতন তীর্থরূপ নিল এই জগতে, দেশ বিদেশের প্রণাম আনিল টানি, সেথায় আমার প্রণতি দিলাম আমি আনি. What is that? Diverse courses of worship from varied springs of fulfillment have mingled in your meditation. The manifold revelation of the joy of the infinite has given form to a shrine of unity in your life, where from far and near arrive salutations to which I join my own. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
May thy name fill up my heart with every breath. May thy grace guide my each and every step. May thy love fill up my life as thy light shines oh so bright every day and every night. My beloved, dearest beloved, I pray that you will purify my heart through every role of life that I do play a part, and in each face that I do see, may thine eyes look back at me. I pray as one will ever be my beloved, and in each face that I do see, may thine eyes look back at me. I pray as one will ever be my beloved, dearest beloved, my beloved.
A few announcements. 17th Sunday, Straight is the way, Prabhrajika Krishna Pranaji will speak on that. 24th, Embrace Change, Swami Dhyana Yogananda will speak on that topic. And 31st March, the unique Sri Ramakrishna will be presented by revered Swami Sarvadevanandaji. So classes and other events, Wednesdays 5 p.m. Akhandananda, Swami Akhandananda's life written by Swami Annadananda. Prabhrajika Krishna Prana will give the class. And 8th, it is already over, Shivaratri. 12th, Tuesday Ramakrishna Puja is on 12th, 11 a.m. Puja, 12:45 p.m. Home of Fire, 1:30 p.m. Prasad, lunch Prasad. That is on 12th March, Masters, Tithi Puja. Saturdays 5 p.m., 16th, 23rd, Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, Sarvadevanandaji. 30th, Bhagavad Gita, Sarvadevanandaji. 16th, Karma Yoga day, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. And 31st is Easter worship. All are requested to come and join. Thank you all. We will be 5 minutes standing there, then I will come back. Those who have any question, we can spend some time in question answer. Thank you. Yes, any question? Give the mic.
So, if one were to suppose that there would be in the universe a inherent mechanism of cause and effect, potentially on a purely Newtonian level, of something that goes up must come down, gravity established, is there a distinction, at least as far as one's karmic-like seed potential, to actually give justification for something as to why one might go left or right with regard to doing good and evil? Like, is there an actual consequence for enacting deeds that one would, with full cognition and awareness, know they are delving into something that is contraindicative to the pursuit of health, wealth, and well-being for society at large?
As human beings, we should always strive for something better, higher. Whatever result will come, that is the why in all the scriptures say, before beginning the exam, reading the book, if you say what will be the result, don't bother for that. You know that this is a book of knowledge, let me grasp it. We know that there is a goal of human life, higher life, what? To realize that truth. How to realize that? There are so many paths. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, meditation, doing good karma, detachment, all these things are there, purification of mind. Try to first set your goal, ideal, and follow the path. Today one path, tomorrow one path, today I am whole night meditating, tomorrow whole day sleeping, today I am inert, tomorrow I am very active. It is not that. Since you have a goal, something higher in life, try to strive, heart and soul, to reach that. When this year, this life, after thousands life, my karma, effect, this, that, there are certain things which is beyond our imagination, understanding. Why I will bother my mind too much about what I will get, what will happen, what will not happen. But know that there is an ultimate reality. That is love, joy, bliss.
Hypothetically.
And we are all, as human beings, to realize that truth and connect ourselves with that ultimate reality. How? There is devotion. Pray to God. Oh God, I do not have any power, austerity, I do not have love, I do not have... Jesus is telling, offer prayer. And be persecuted here. Purify your mind. Blessed are the pure in mind, for they shall see God. Blessed are those who are being persecuted here, for they shall be rewarded hereafter. Let us, ye are the salt on earth. Means you are human beings. You are the best creation of God. Through you only God can be seen. It is not that only through Jesus God is being seen. Through all the human beings, there is reflection of God. Only we are not aware of that. So all the scriptures, all the paths are telling that try to select, find out. I will take rice or bread. I will take pizza or something boiled. I will take something fried, or I will take something steamed. And eat. What is the result of tea? What is the whole day? If I am telling food is there, I am also hungry. Follow any path you like, that suits you, and don't bother for the result. Result is in the hands of the ultimate reality.
Can I ask one question there, though, that will help? Because
yes.
I'm genuinely curious.
Yes, why not?
There are certain friends that I have that...
A little louder, my dear.
There are certain friends that I have that, despite me suggesting that there might be a worth on some level, and that could be defined as like a meaning.
There will be some what?
Well, with regard to bringing my friend to Vedanta, or bringing my friend to church, or telling my friend to read a book, or telling my friend this or that, is there a benefit in life, and could someone potentially, if they choose, say, the other or the antagonist or evil over and over and over again, being painted into a karmic situation or picture such that they find themselves in a place in which it's very difficult to turn back from? And then now they've impregnated their karmic potentiality into a super construct that's almost unpaintable out of.
I understood what I am telling. Are you here for your friends or you are here for yourself? Scriptures say no one is your friend. You are your friend. Uddharet atmana atmanam, natmanam avasadet. I am quoting from Gita, 6th chapter. Raise yourself by yourself. I am thinking I am so and so, you are so and so. This is our lower self. We do not know our higher self. So raise that higher self, express that, manifest that higher self through this lower self. How? You think that I am not this lower self. Your Atman is your friend. You are your friend. If you do not know how to treat your own self, use it. Say, all food is there, all are going, and I am thinking, I cannot take food, I cannot go. You all people will eat, I will not eat. But if I try, yes, all are going, I can also walk, I can also go, I will also have the feast, good food, which everyone is enjoying. So have faith in yourself, raise yourself to your superior self and merge your lower self into the superior self, and superior self is that what is the goal of life to realize. So don't bother for your friends. Your own Atman, yourself is your only friend, not others. And when you will find yourself is raised, you will see your friends also. Everyone is friend. Not only you are telling my friends. All scriptures say there is no a few people friends means you are limited, you are selfish. Everyone will be your friend. That stage will come by practicing. And don't bother what your friends are guiding, misguiding, less guiding, distracting. What you think, what my friend is telling this, what I will do, you ask your friend, how can I answer what your friend said, there will be war or not war. These are not in our hands. What is in my hand? I can say some sweet words to you. I cannot fight with you. I cannot start the war. That is in me, with me. Who will start war? What? I should bother for that.
Does reality change though as a
reality does not change. Reality
it's absolute.
Is absolute.
Got it.
How can that change? That is why we all are here. Next. Thank you.
Hello. I know you said that helping others is not the goal of life, which I...
not others? Self?
You said that helping others is not the goal of life.
It is means, not goal.
Right. Yeah. Can you speak to how it can enable one to move towards self-realization?
You see, scriptures say, you help others not as man, as woman, as poor, as needy, as sick, as perverted, as physically handicapped, challenged. You help others see God, Goddess in him or her. Then it becomes sadhana. Otherwise it is just a social activities, welfare activities, and that you are a good man, all right, you are helping others. And one day that will also bind you. You will ask for, so many days I am serving her, him, helping. People do not give me a little clap, a little appreciation, a little thank you, this, that. If you do too many things for me, and even if I do not say thank you to you, you will be saying, what type of man? This is in ordinary level, when you do social activities, helping others. Scriptures say, not helping others. Even in your family, you are serving your son, daughter, boy. Don't think it is my son, my boy. Your mother is helping, you help. Think that God, it is baby Jesus in my house. It is baby Mary in my house. I am the mother, I have to take care, I am taking care. Treat them as gods and goddesses, as divinity. Then your own divinity will be manifested. It will be awakened. It is dormant. The religion is the manifestation of the divinity already in man or woman, human being. That is religion. So don't do it, they are poor, I am helping them. No. Don't try to do any good to others as material help. Then it stops there, it ends there, and it binds you, it doesn't take you towards any higher goal, higher level. But if you do minimum thing, anything, we are sadhus, we do not do any other services to others, we say some good words. We do not have anything, how can I help you? But we can say some good sweet words to you, pure words to you. That is my service. And what I am doing? I know God is in you. That is, scripture is telling, follow any path, help others. Don't help, I didn't say that don't. Sri Ramakrishna was telling, if you help them as human beings, you are a human being, then you remain human being, they also remain human being, according to you. But if you want to have spiritual gain, sense of spirit, then you see spirit in them, God in you, God in them. That is what. Change your attitude toward work. He did not say, stop that. He said, don't do that I am helping others. Who are you to help? God is there. You say, I am serving God in the form of poor, in the form of needy, in the form of afflicted, ailing people. Then it raises your mind and you feel the presence of God in your heart. What is the goal? It will take you to the goal. Otherwise, it is just some charitable activities. You can become a good man, but that will not give you the joy. You are getting a little joy. I have helped her, I have given food to him, I have taught him without any fees. Yes, you get a little joy today. Tomorrow that joy will vanish when they will not recognize, appreciate. You will feel so ungrateful. So this, because you have served human beings, they will react according to their understanding. You have not seen divinity in them. So, you are not in the consciousness of divinity, they are also not in the consciousness of divinity. Then there will be fighting, there will be misunderstanding, there will be unhappiness. But if I see God in him, her, everyone, then they also will be converted when they will see, oh God, he or she is serving me, considering me not as a human being. He or she is serving as gods and goddesses. Then he or she also will be elevated to a higher level. And I myself, who is serving, so-called serving, actually it is worship. Sri Ramakrishna is telling you, no, what service? What help? What assistance you can do? You can only serve God. God is in everyone. Then you will see that your inside God is being reflected in them also. That is the goal, to see God within and to see God outside.
Right. So if I understand correctly, you're essentially speaking of bhakti, devotion to the divine that is in each and every being.
Now, it is karma also, it is bhakti is there, but jnana is also there. It is not jnana that God is there, why it is only bhakti? Supreme devotion is not devoid of supreme knowledge, and supreme knowledge is not devoid of supreme devotion. When I know that this is Brahman, Atman, and I am serving, then it is not only I have that knowledge also, I am serving the God, ultimate reality. And again at the same time, that ultimate reality has taken this form. This is bhakti. So jnana or bhakti, it is not something light and darkness. That is misunderstanding. Am I clear? It is another form of that ultimate reality. I can approach it through bhakti, through karma, through jnana, through knowledge. And if you have supreme knowledge, it is an automatical bhakti. Respect to others. What is bhakti? Bhakti is your love and respect and honor directed to something higher, divine. That is called bhakti. Bhakti is love of God. So when that ultimate reality, I have the knowledge, that ultimate reality is present here in this form. This is my bhakti, I am revering. But I have the knowledge also, that ultimate reality has taken this form. One aspect is unseen, nirgun, nirakar, without form, without name, without attributes. Another aspect is that ultimate reality is appearing before us with form, with some kind of name, with some kind of attribute. Anything?
I had a question about something that you mentioned about women given the Divine Mother aspect. So I always had a question when I read that there's a spark of Divine Mother in all women. So is that just an attitude thing, or because everything is Divine Mother? Divine Mother is the whole creation. We are, why is it not, we are, like men, women, both are have the spark of Divine Mother? Why is it said that women have that spark of divine?
Who said that men are not divine? Just I am telling you.
No, I agree, that's true.
But if you want to overcome your jealousy, your ill feeling about male folk for the women folk, then you have to impose knowingly that it is not something, an object to be neglected, to be trampled, to be misbehaved. There is divinity in her, which male folk generally do not see.
Okay, so
And women folk are also, mostly, they do not know and they are not aware of that. So everywhere it is there, all are divine.
divine.
But particularly because whom you help more in the family? The toddler or the physically challenged or a little weak physically, something. Mother loves all the babies, everyone, but brings food only to him or her where there is no one to take help, give an assistance. So in women all over the world, I have been in African continent in some countries. So there also I found that big billboards are there. What you call misbehavior with the women is bad. This, that. Here also, they have that. Yes, Maharaj, this gender distinction and some kind of bad things happening in the society. Government is using. I am talking of Lusaka. Zambia, country's name Zambia, we have a center there, I was head there also. So, one night I was driving on devotee's house, there was invitation. I was saying, here also it is there. They don't treat properly, will say, no Maharaj, there are mishaps are there. So, that is more and more in the family. A boy, anything, anytime he can go, anything he can do, girls are always restricted. So, special emphasis has been given because people do not behave properly, do not treat the women properly. That is why. When everything will be equally, then it will not be necessary. May we leave or yes, you want to have thing? Michael? You? Last bench? In a classroom, there is a backbenchers. But here it is a spiritual discourse. No one is back, no one is forward. Do you have anything? Give them? No? Okay. Thank you. Come again. God bless us all. May we all feel divinized, feel the presence of divinity in all of us, me and in others also. And finally we will find me and others are not separated. We are all the children of the same, and not children, we are that. Thank you.